I have a bunch of things to take over to the palazzo today, so I thought I would take you there, and since there's so many more new followers and subscribers, I thought I'd give you a little tour of where things stand now. So let's get these into the car and we'll go check out the palazzo. Recognize these bags? All right, let's go. All right, we're all set. So I thought we had some comments from people about, I'm just trying to shut the doors here so I can walk around and still give us light. But we had some people, rightfully so, making some comments about the fact that we weren't doing any construction. And we said we're a construction sort of channel. And I don't really know what kind of channel we are, but fair to say that we do plan on doing construction and haven't really given you guys a look around. So I'm going to stop and turn this video around and show you what's up. And welcome to those of you who are new to the channel and new to subscribing. And here's a look at the guest house part of our renovation. All right, so this is the front entryway room. We're calling it the sitting room of the house. And when we bought this, these doors, which are original, were shut and there was a wall there. So we've taken that out and made it so that we can enter here. And you can see kind of where everything stopped because our mixer is here from mixing the floors. We didn't get it all done. And we really realized that we should be working on a couple other things. So the team was smart and went to go finish up some other jobs so that when we were ready, they could come back here. In the meantime, we have these very, very beautiful tiles. So these are for the shower, and they are lava stone, which is kind of cool. We had these custom made for us. I designed them. I mean, I didn't design the square. Square is pretty easy, but we picked out the color, and I don't have the little gold stars right now because they're back at our apartment, but you can see where that's cut out there. So when you put 4 of these together, there'll be an insert for an 8-pointed star. And those are lava stones as well, but will be in gold and actual gold, not solid gold. They just have a gold glaze on them. And that will be in the shape of the constellation Orion because it's currently my favorite constellation because I see it every time I go outside at night. Okay, so here we had a doorway. It's one of the things we talked about in our shorts. Do we need a door on a hallway? And this is sort of the, start calling hallway one. And you can see we've taken out terrazzo. There's terrazzo here. This stuff was, I don't know if it was really in, I don't know where it was in the best condition, but you can see, I'm gonna turn this a couple different ways so you can see it. Now they could have filled that but this was very big stone terrazzo. I don't know the technical name for it. And then we had another kind in the hallway, and then another kind in the bedroom and study, and then another kind in the family room, and then I think another kind in the kitchen, and none of them were really great. But we've basically opened this up. I haven't talked to them yet about what we're doing here. Those obviously were put in there for structure or possibly to be, looks like maybe the support for the bricks to make it go across. So I think maybe that was just to hold up this little section here. So maybe looking at that closer, that'll be able to come out. So you can see they're using these bricks that have sort of holes through them. Here's a close-up of one similar to it. So they can run stuff through them sometimes. And then you can see we've pulled out all the flooring. And then some of the rooms, we've pulled out the flooring and done the first sort of repatch. Oh, also, we've talked about this before too. This is just the plaster walls, given a little texture, so when we're ready, we can replaster them. We've opened up this doorway. It used to be here on the left, but we want it on the right, so there's more wall space here. This is the bedroom. And we also opened up this doorway here. So this was closed. We couldn't get in because there was a wall here. And what you can't really see is, because we've taken it down, this wall was here, and then there was another wall, like if I go sideways, right here. We have no idea why they did that. Some people suggested perhaps they wanted some more insulation, but it just gave like 8 centimeters more insulation and was just on one side. I think this wallpaper is kind of interesting too. I have to go through the whole house and sort of document all the colors just for historical reference, but you can see they've painted like a blue on here first, and then a pink, and then it was wallpapered, then they built another wall onto it, and well, lots was done there. So this door here, once it gets refinished, will stay here. And we're gonna close that up, and then we're going to sort of build in a bookshelf. I think because you can see again, these walls are so thick. We've talked about that before. Sort of the main structural walls are up to 24 inches. I shouldn't say that, I should figure out what it is in centimeters, but they're thick. And, but we like, this is up a little too high to be some things, but we think if we put a bookshelf in there, that would be easy to remove. At some other time, if we decide to open this back up, that would be great. And you can see on the floor that we've gotten all the way down to the stone, and then they started putting in the new leveling here. What still has to go on to this is like an actual leveling, and then whatever our flooring is. So this room enters into its own sort of second room. The hallway's there again. We'll shut this part of the wall. Let me actually show you what that will do for us here. We had this like weird odd space here when the door was here. So after careful consideration, we moved it over, and it gives us like this much more wall. So we're gonna put the bed on this wall. It didn't really have room for it before, but now it does. And it has its own little side room, and we call this the studio. You can see our window and door frames have arrived, which is very exciting. They won't be this color. This is just sort of what gets set into the stone walls. And this room, we knew there was some water damage up here, so they were checking things out. Right above this is just a terrace, but part of the reason we stopped, we've shown this before, is because they decided to look up there, and it's hard to see without lights and stuff, but those wood joists don't look so great. So we're gonna take this ceiling out, but before we do that, we need to fix the ceiling up above it, or really the roof up above it, work our way down. So everything is on hold until rainy season ends. This is gonna be a beautiful desk. We've walked you through here. Again, this stuff has been sort of primed. The walls are are ready, at least to like the height of the guys working. They probably will come back in on ladders and knock up that part. This really adorable lamp, which is filthy. We're thinking of using this in the front sitting room. I don't know, I kind of like this green color that it is now, but I don't know, what do you guys think on colors? I don't think that was brass originally, but I could check. We'll have to see. So this opens back up into that space that was the hallway. And you can see they were running things, fixing things, checking things out. Over here, they actually pulled all of the plaster off to put in this other sort of, I don't even know what to call it. It's plaster, cement, sand, cover, whatever, but it's to help with the humidity, which is part of, if you can look back in old videos, why that wall was just sort of crumbling and when it was touched. This was just a window with one of those pull down shades. It is now becoming a beautiful door out to the garden. Garden is still recovering. Thanks to our gardener who's come in to save the day and clean things up. Lots and lots of branches. We did find out that the tree we took down had a name. It was Carmelina. It was named after the daughter that lived here. You can see the goal was just to get that filled up, so lots of splashes around. I suppose it's not brain surgery. And then here is the other door to sort of the smaller hallway, what we're calling hallway number 2. Out of, I didn't tell you, this is the family room. This light I'm not too keen on, but we'll take it down and clean it up and maybe I'll use it for parts. I love the way light fixtures all are just like random parts. So we've started to do some exploration here to see what is holding this up. And we're not sure if this brick is part of a bigger, sorry, I'll step back, is part of a bigger arch, because we think this room might have been a sort of outdoor room at one time. So ideally, we can take that out, but if not, we'll just make it sort of decorative. There was more of a wall here that came out to frame the door. It sort of came right down from there. And we just really didn't like that it looked like a door had been taken out, so we wanted this to be sort of flush. As you can see, we just part of a hallway now. So it's okay that this is down here. If that's what it needs to be, we might just make this an arch or something. We'll figure it out. Again, everything is on hold. This is on hold for electric to come in, but they've come in and put in flooring here. They've put in some flooring in here. They've got some stuff ready to go because that's where our toilet's gonna go. This water heater's coming out. This is a bathroom. So that the shower is gonna come across here. It's gonna be a big shower with, if you can imagine, an archway there with that dark blue tile in it and the gold stars making Orion here. This has got a very tall ceiling, so we'll save some of that space up there to put the air conditioning units that can be sort of built in instead of being a split, like just up against the wall. And another view of our backyard out what will soon have a window in it in the next few weeks, or at least the window frames. And we also have the flooring for this bathroom too, which I'm excited to show you. And that's what you're here for, right? Construction materials. So we have this, it's called Stars and Crosses, or Stelle e Croce. And they fit together like this. Let's see, grab another one here so you can kind of see how these beautiful babies go together. And it's sort of, you know, like patchwork or like, a checkerboard, except the shapes aren't squares. They're stars and crosses. So really excited about that. We're going for sort of, not really a Moroccan vibe, but sort of an Arabic touch to it, to sort of celebrate Sicily's time here with its Arabic influences. And then this will be the kitchen. I mean, we still have holes straight through into the bathroom. Hello, there. We're gonna have a great big, lovely window here. So when you wash dishes, you can look out into the garden. We've started our garden plan. There will be a pool sort of in the middle going sort of crosswise from where we're standing now. And then in this section, what we're gonna do is build sort of what we're calling a green filter, which is really just a bunch of trees and plants and stuff that sort of give, because this place we're in now could be rented out. This can give the person renting this the feel that they have this whole garden and not just like put a wall here in front of the window. And still lets us keep our garden since we'll be living here. So the kitchen layout is kind of going to go in a U shape here, all the way down. Here, there'll be open shelving. It should be wood toned, and just have, that'll be where our storage for our plates, cups, and bowls are. Maybe a couple really nice serving dishes. Then countertop here, we'll have a microwave tucked in here. Then our sink and dishwasher. And then here, sort of where these red strips are here, this is where our bright yellow stove is gonna go. And then we have a really cool hood. It's sort of a low profile hood made by Elica, E-L-I-C-A. And it comes in two forms. One is sort of paintable, which is the one we got, and one you could put sheetrock over, so you could just make it blend right into the wall. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to paint on there. I think something reminiscent of like Sicilian tiles, but not too tiley, just an ode to that. And then on this wall, we're gonna make this door a little smaller because it's no longer gonna be two doors, it's just gonna be one. You can see the old door there. So it's just like extra wide opening for what you need for just one door, which allows us to put here a built-in refrigerator. The cabinets will go all the way up to the ceiling. And there'll be what looks like more cabinets, but the cabinets will actually be doors into our laundry room, which is not the world's greatest looking laundry room right now, but it will be. They'll replace this corrugated, this is actually asbestos, corrugated plastic asbestos, I don't really know. But they said we can't have it, I don't want it, so that'll come out. We actually will have a dryer, which is not normal, but we're excited to have one for our guests. And then we have our backyard. And that's sort of everything we've got going on here. And I'd love to know what kind of questions you have. I'm gonna take us back up to the front so that you can see it from this direction. It's neat, they've put in like these little old tiles or bricks to sort of mark where the leveling, I think where the next line is. I assume they'll use some sort of maybe level, string level, or maybe even laser level to lay that, but I think that's very cool. And they've put some of them in the wall as well. I'm just gonna go from the side here so you can see this guy right there, sort of where the wall should come out to. So yeah, I'm gonna turn this around and give our sort of final words, but that's our project right now. So what does this all mean? I mean, this is nothing new. This is exactly what we told you in our, we have to shut down the whole project for a little while. But we're week and a half away from May, like a week away when you get to see this probably. And we have to head to the States for a few weeks. My daughter Abby is graduating from her master's program, and we're gonna go out and visit my mom and Matt's mom and see our girls and pet our grand dog, and then head back here, and hopefully they'll have started the roof while we're gone. We're gonna capture, we have somebody coming to take some video of that if that happens before we get back. It all depends on what the rain looks like, and we're waiting for an engineer report because of all of that ceiling work we have to do. In the meantime, we aren't sitting around. We're working with the architect. We're working with our new interior designer, which I will be revealing maybe before this video, maybe after. I'm not really sure yet, but it's very exciting, and she's very excited to work on this. And I think you'll get to sort of see how an interior designer would work on a project like this as well, but hopefully you'll get some things that you could think about if you have your own project in the States or wherever you are, if you don't actually have a Sicilian palazzo, which is good because the whole entire world should not be crazy like we are. But anyway, I'm going to be doing some more rooms in the main house, just sort of in-depth looks, one room at a time. Those will be coming up as well. So I'm not going to be holding a hammer for the most part, but you're going to get to see more of the house, hear more about the plan, see exactly what we're doing, look at the damage that there is. We're going to do some discovery work in the coming days too, some detective work, so we hope you'll come along for that. Like and subscribe if you want to see us in your feed. We would love that. And until next time, we will keep working on our plans. Thanks for coming along for the video today.